CrossFire Legends Championships National Qualifiers, day number 3. And again, my name is Maximus. I'm here with a very handsome partner.
Oh. You're talking to me?
I'm talking
Hindi
to
ako
you!
magre-react kasi sinabi mong pogi. May gulay. Hindi, alam kong hindi ako yon. Okay? Very handsome, not me. Okay? To be fair, ito, I'm with the most handsome Mr. Maximus right now, and happy 12-12 to everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, day number 3 ng CrossFire Legends Championship. Ano ba bang hinihintay natin? Balagbagan na to.
Tama. Mainit yung bakbakan today because yesterday natapos na yung laban between Vanguard, Familia, and also SINAG, right? It's one of the hottest matchups yesterday because both of them did 7-0 on day number 1. And Dax and as well as our one of our partners, which is Kuku, was able to witness, di ba? Yung magandang matchup. Pero don't forget to pre-register now. It's here. Tama ba turo ko? Yan. Pre-register na kayo. Yan, pre-register na kayo for CrossFire Legends. And it will return on December 16 on your mobile phone.
That's on Tuesday na pala, guys. And if we're gonna be talking about the intense CrossFire Legends action, no, magkakataon nyo na para makasama tayo. Magkakasama-sama tayo dito sa balagbagan ng CrossFire Legends, no. So ano pang hinihintay nyo? Kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-pre-reg, no, use that code na nawala. Mabilis lang kasi kapag na-miss out nyo yan, wala na kayo makukuha. Pero ito, kung gusto nyong malinaw na gaming webcam, ito, maganda to. OBSBot. Kapag gusto mo ng napakalinaw na webcam for your stream, for your casting, katulad namin, no? Baka naman, OBSBot, no? Ika-capture ang panalo, stream ang inyong kwento, OBSBot B2 gaming webcam is gonna be there for you. Hopefully, no? Baka mamaya mabigyan tayo ng OBSBot dito, paring
diba?
Max.
Tama. It's one of the best OBS gaming webcams you will ever see here in the Philippines. But syempre, let's move forward to our matches today, di ba? I'm really excited to see kasi dalawa na lang ang undefeated sa lahat ng teams natin for our nation, di ba?
Yeah. We're talking about undefeated, most likely baka Oppo ang gamit niyang phone. We're talking about Oppo A6 Pro Series. OA sa lakas, galing, tibay at bilis. So kanina, you're talking about those top 2 unbeaten teams, no? Paring Max. Pero most likely, baka mamaya ang gamit na lang device is Oppo. Kaya walang duda, kung gusto nyo rin bang maging malakas, available na to sa kahit na anong stores nationwide.
Tama. Napakaganda ba naman ng Oppo eh. Even me personally, I actually use it, diba? So it really fits if you will play CrossFire Legends in Oppo. So don't forget to try it out.
Nako. Going back to your point, eto, aside from that dominating teams, malay mo, baka magkaroon tayo ng milyonaryo dito. Kasi we're talking about the 3-minute challenge in December 20 sa Ayala, no? So that's next week, Saturday, rather, no? Para makasali, you just have to scan the QR code. Kita-kits tayo sa Ayala. Pupunta ka ba?
Siyempre. Miss out ba tayo? Diba? Napakaganda ng event niyan sa One Ayala. Don't forget, screenshot nyo na rin para yung mga kaibigan nyo, matry na rin gamitin tong QR code and wala naman mawawala, diba? Get the chance to win 1 million pesos on December 20.
Ang sarap. Ako, matanong lang, no? Anong gagawin mo kapag ikaw ang nanalo ng 1 milyon?
Siyempre, lilibre ko mga co-casters ko, number 1. Di ba? Sana, di ba? Manalo tayo. Ikaw, anong gagawin mo?
I felt flattered, no? 1 milyon pa lang yan. Pero we're talking about $24,600 at stake. Yung roadmap natin dito, paring Max, no? Umabot tayo, or nagsimula to nung November Open Qualifiers, eto na yung top 6 teams na babalagbagan na to. And we have different regions as well. Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Yung 6 na yan, na teams na yan, nagpapagalingan sa group stage kung saan ang top 4 next week. Next week na kagad, no?
Yes.
Magbabalagbagan kasi yung top 2 doon, magka-qualify for the SEA Championship.
That's right. And that will be, Indonesia and also Malaysia will be on the 20th. And Philippines and Thailand will be on the 21st. And syempre nagtataka yung iba, saan to gaganapin? Like what we mentioned earlier, it will happen in One Ayala for next week. Next week agad to. Excited na nga ako eh.
Ang saya nito, guys. Kala ko 1 million challenge lang magaganap dito, no? Pero, if we're gonna be talking about the roadmap of the tournament, no? We're currently in the National Qualifiers kung saan, eto na nga yung 6 teams, round robin, Philippines tayo magpo-focus ngayon, tapos yung top 4, yan, tapos sino yung top 4 dito sa group stages na to, they will be advancing doon sa ating tinatawag na National Qualifier Final kung saan nasabi mo na kanina, it's gonna be next week, December 20, December 21st. So sa atin, December 21st yan, 4 na teams.
Yep.
Kailangan mo lang naman siguro makatop to dyan. Pero kung champion ka, malaking prize pool makukuha mo.
That's right. So also after that, we will the top 2 teams for each region will proceed to the group stage on January 7th to February 1st. Ito na yung bakbakan with Vietnamese teams. So PH, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam will battle it out to move forward to the semi-finals. 4 teams lang for the semi-finals, and grand finals will be 2 teams. And I'm really excited. Hopefully, Philippines will be able to represent us. And now we're going to talk about the teams, right?
Yeah, speaking of which, di ba, marami to eh. Marami tayong kalahok dito. 6 teams for different regions. Let's focus on our teams. Phantom Troupe, Umbral, Corvus, Vanguard, Familia, SINAG, SideQuest, Gambit, and Kadiliman. Most likely 6 teams, 3 matches every day kasi lahat yan makakatapat-tapat. But on different regions, paring Max, sinong napupulsuhan mo dyan?
Nakita na naman natin sa post, siyempre Kadiliman. Even though na medyo natalo Kadiliman yesterday because of the beautiful match in between Vanguard, Familia, and Kadiliman, let's hope that they will be able to catch up for our game number 3 for today. But let's talk about game number 1, SINAG versus Phantom Troupe. Like what we saw earlier, for the past few days, Phantom Troupe is not really doing really well sa mga games nila. Pero this might be the chance to do a huge comeback. But let's not forget, Team SINAG, sobrang ganda ng gameplay nila for the past few days. And they're at 2-0. Vince, 2-0 na sila. And hopefully, they will be able to continue their reign. But, I still want to see more action from Phantom Troupe as well.
I love it. Rain. Ngayon, medyo maulan ngayon eh. Matik yan. Pero ang SINAG, walang duda, they're shining here in the group stages. So, walang duda yan. If ever na maganda pa rin ang performance ng SINAG for this matchup, no? Up against Phantom Troupe, walang duda, they'll be unbeaten, 3-0 record. So maganda na yan. Statistically speaking, out of the 5 matches, meron ka na 3. So kailangan mo na protektahan yung lead na yan. But for Phantom Troupe, I suggest they have to win this one. Bakit? Because they already lost 2 matches yesterday as a day number 1. If they manage to at least surprise us, upset SINAG on this day alone, that will be a shocker to each and everyone. Magugulat ang buong Pilipinas kapag ganyan. Phantom Troupe, mukhang ito na pagkakataon nila. If you wanted to pull up a surprise tactic, do it now.
Tama. And, I really wanted to see Phantom Troupe shine because I've watched day 1 and day 2. Nandun eh. It's just that the other teams are the better players and also they have better composure. And speaking of composure, grabe, napaka-chill ng gameplay ng SINAG yesterday and also for the day before yesterday or last day 1. Kumbaga, hindi makikita mo they're struggling but they don't show that they're letting their team down. Now, if they lose a round, okay, let's move forward onto the next round. Let's not commit any mistakes anymore and let's win this. Ganun yung nagiging mindset ng team which is actually a mindset of a winning team. Yun yung kailangan ng Phantom Troupe now for them to be able to give a huge upset against Team SINAG.
Nako. Speaking of SINAG, they have to be prepared dahil an individual player named AGZ, yan, kasi EEZ yan eh. Siya ngayon, statistically speaking, ang may pinakamataas na firepower in regards to the team. Based on his 2 previous matches, no? Patatagalin pa. Round number 1 na to, Max.
Alright, and we're seeing Steezy versus Lexus. Actually, yung Team SINAG dito, medyo maganda yung gameplay from the past few days. They're just waiting for the right moment at the right time for their opponent to commit any mistakes on trying to push against them. So as we can see, both teams are waiting for the right moment. 43 seconds on the clock. M4 being used. there are some utilities that are being expended here. And there you go! First kill from Kenan Steezy with a double against JC and also Zygor. So we still have one player left here, which is Marvs from the attacker side. And Steezy with a huge upset. Sobrang bilis ang pangyayari. Nagulat ako. Bakbakan agad for round number 1.
Well, ito yung kagandahan sa CrossFire Legends, guys. Kaya kung hindi pa kayo nakapag-pre-register, ano ba bang hinihintay nyo? Kasi we're talking about fast-paced FPS mobile action. Tingnan nyo, ang bilis lang ng round natin. Kahit yung mga players, kahit nga si Paring Max, kahit ako nagulat. So ngayon, right now, they definitely need this pause. Phantom Troupe, right now, they're behind by 1. SINAG, they had a good start. Flawless, walang napuruan sa kanila. But can they carry over the momentum?
That's true. Pero like what we always say pagdating sa FPS games, round 1 doesn't decide the whole match. So let's see if Phantom Troupe will be able to catch up. Pero napakaganda na ginawa nila Steezy doon no? Sobrang inipit nila yung opponents nila sa mid side wherein they have the opponents which is Phantom Troupe or the attackers which is under the blacklist side had a hard time planting the bomb that they needed. So napakaganda nung play style na ginawa ni Jerks and Steezy. Both players was able to secure both sides ng kanilang visions. So they were able to translate at least 3 or 4 kills in one area. Diba? Napakaganda nung trade-off ng placement ng crosshairs ng both players. And even though that they lost AGEEZ really early from that match, they were able to translate multiple kills for round number 1. So let's see. I'm actually excited if Phantom Troupe will be able to catch up. Like what I said, round 1 doesn't decide it all. So round number 2, check it off.
Round number 2, mukhang silipan muna ang kaganapan dito. Sino bang tatama sa radar? Mukhang wala naman. Rotations are gonna happen. We can see right now, Phantom Troupe, sila ang may hawak ng C4. Si Kyushu kailangan protektahan yan. But look at JC. He received tons of damage. But we can see Lexus right now trying to spray through the smoke. Wala namang tinamaan. There's nobody's there. Pero it seems like they don't want to give up on B.
True. Ang ganda ng push dito ng Phantom Troupe. Even though that the B site is actually a pretty tough place for them to push kasi sobrang narrow nung area. They were able to commit, multiple utilities just for them to be able to create some space. And we're seeing some players pushing in from mid. JC trying to translate a kill onto AGEZZ, but AGEZ or AGs, trying to wait up for the right moment for him to get the kill here onto JC. Napaganda ng play dito ng Phantom Troupe. And there you go, the first blood. A double kill from Jerex. Beautiful placement there. The ating B site. And now there's 1 or 2 players left here. Zygor and also Lexus. And last player alive here will be Zygor. Medyo magandang start sana ng Phantom Troupe pero dahil nahirapan sila mag-push. Now AGZZ, will he be able to get the kill? And there you go. That was a close one for AGZ. Or AGs.
I wanna say, I agree. Sobrang lapit na nun, min. Pinengpeng na ni Zygor, harap-harapan. Sinasayawan siya ni AGC. AGs. O mamaya, malalaman natin kung ano ba tamang pronunciation dyan. But number 3. AGZ. AGs. Kung sino ka man. Pero he got the final moment on that last round. Round number 3, we're talking about this. Pero may tumalon at mukhang ito si JX. Nakuha niya first kill.
Napakaganda ng pagka-rotate niya doon. Hindi siya napansin ni JC. And now they're trying to apply more pressure. They're getting squeezed in. May 2 flanks and there you go. Really quick for that round number 3. SINAG on the lead with 3-0 against Phantom Troupe. No more economy here for the Phantom Troupe. So mahirapan talaga yung Phantom Troupe dito. All right, round number 4. Boss Vince, do you think Phantom Troupe will still catch up?
They need to. But wow, Zygor did manage to pick up Steezy. Nanakdaw ng isa. Pero grabe yung kasunod. Bumawi kay Kyushu na makakuplit. Ito na nga. 3, 4 ang nawala on the side of Phantom Troupe. Ibig Phantom at mukhang ito na ang SINAG talagang kumikinang 4 rounds straight.
Grabe, napakaganda ng push nun ng SINAG. Ito na yung ito na yung momentum ng SINAG eh. Medyo naging super or hyper confident na sila for this rounds because regardless of what playstyle they're doing, it's working. So now, as you can see, checking on the map, Kenan trying to push in, but Kenan goes down by the hands of Zygor. Pero meron ding trade-off galing kay Fist. Now, Jerex gets the kill onto Marvs. 3 players left here, and now it's a 2v3. Will Phantom Troupe do this? No! Jerex was able to get the double on mid side, and now we're seeing one player left here versus JC. He wasn't able to see his opponent yet, and now the final moments for Phantom Troupe for that round is really, really harsh, if you're gonna ask me.
Wow. 4 consecutive MVPs of that round. Jerex is continuing to shine through. Grabe, kumikinang. Talagang eto na. Kailangan bumawi talaga ng Phantom Troupe dito. How can they outshine SINAG? At mukhang nag-line up ito. Mukhang humilera, Kyushu and Zygor down sa kamay ni Fist. Hindi nga siya gumagamit ng kamao, pero grabe yung knockout punch.
Double kill.
Apakaganda ng push niya dun ha. He was able to translate 3, if I'm not mistaken, 3 kills before he went down. And now you're seeing Lexus. This is, he's trying to delay the inevitable here. Mag-isa na lang siya and now he goes down. Sino na naman ang MVP for this round?
I think for SINAG, it doesn't matter. Kasi ang pinakamahalaga sa kanila at this rate is to win this match point.
Tama,
Switch side na to, hopefully Global Risk can somehow prevent. Mapigilan sana nila yung pag-arangkada ng SINAG. SINAG has the C4, but what can they do with that?
Now we're seeing SINAG really aggressive here. First blood goes to Jerex, getting the kill on Lexus with that AK-47. And there's also a follow-up here from Kenan. What a beautiful shot there. But unfortunately, maganda yung trade-off ng SINAG dito. Even though that they had a hard time against that sniper, they were able to do a trade-off. And now we're seeing last player alive will be Zygor. Goes down by the hands of the whole team of SINAG. Napakabilis ng round 1 ng game number 1. SINAG just won game number 1 for today, putting their lead onto 3-0 for this series.
SINAG, undoubtedly, they had the best record as we speak. 3-0, unbeaten for 3 days. Meron pa silang dalawang hindi nakakatapat. But most likely, how will SINAG continues to protect that streak? That's the question. But for Phantom Troupe, kailangan talaga nilang bumawi dito. Phantom Troupe, they have last 2 setups kasi ang kakalaban ng Phantom Troupe sa susunod na araw tomorrow will be GT or SideQuest Gambit, tapos yung pang Sunday nila will be Kadiliman. So medyo magsa-struggle sila, I must say, but hopefully they could do their absolute best. For SINAG, protect the lead na lang talaga at all cost.
That's true, that's true. So most probably because of what of the performance that they did today, pasok na siguro sila eh. Feeling ko lang pasok na sila since even though that they lose tomorrow, their standing will be at 3-1 and there will be top 4 teams naman na mag-move forward sa ating national final. So great job here for Team SINAG. Napakalupit, napakaganda ng playstyle nyo. Meron kayong playstyle na sobrang chill lang, meron ding hyper-aggressive. Di ba? Nung nakuha nila yung composure and also the momentum for after 5 rounds, dire-diretso na sila. Lagi nang may flank, na iniipit na nila yung whole team just to make sure that they will be able to secure each round after that. So, congratulations to Team SINAG.
Grabe yung snowball, grabe yung momentum. SINAG continues to shine all throughout this CrossFire Legends Championship Philippine Qualifiers, no? Hopefully, ayan, yung mga ibang teams natin, Phantom Troupe, medyo challenging kasi dalawang invited teams yung makakalaban nila sa weekend. Pero what's done, it's done. SINAG now is on top. But the question is, yung susunod na matchup kaya natin would be on that kind of level. Kasi we're talking about Vanguard Familia up next, up against another invited teams, which is yung SideQuest Gambit.
Yun nga eh, napaganda rin naman ng playstyle ng SideQuest Gambit. But let's not forget, Vanguard Familia did a huge upset against Team Kadiliman yesterday. And you know naman, Kadiliman is actually a well-known team. Also, the players there are also well-known players. And this is gonna be a pretty interesting match between SideQuest Gambit and also Vanguard Familia. Since both teams, I also watched the game for Vanguard Familia and also the Gambit. Both of them are actually doing well since day 1 and also day 2. So ngayon malalaman natin if they will, or Gambit will be able to, shut down that win streak from Vanguard Familia, or will Vanguard Familia also continue the reign to 3-0? So they will be up against tomorrow with Team SINAG.
Nako, speaking of which, yan, of course, yung Vanguard Familia, shout out, yan si South. Nakita ko palagi nagpo-post yan sa community, no? Kaya kung gusto nyo makasama sa community natin, guys, ayan, no? Ito na yung QR, guys. Mamaya, mawawala na naman yan. Kapag hindi kayo nakapag-pre-register, naku po, you missed out. Way too much. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your match number 1 for today. I am very, very much excited on how things will happen on the next matchup. Pero, SINAG for sure, they have been on top. Phantom Troupe, kumbaga sila yung nasa taas, SINAG yung nasa taas, Phantom Troupe, they had a lot of catching up to do. So, this might be very, very tricky, very, very challenging for them. But tingnan natin kung sino nga ba yung marami ang napitik.
Uy, grabe naman, napakalupit, napakadaming kills ni Jerks here for this match. Even though Zyger is actually the team MVP from Phantom Troupe, pero ang lupit din ni Fist. He was able to catch up with 10 kills. So tingin mo sino yung MVP dito para sa Jerks natin? Nakita mo naman kung gaano kagandami yung trade-off na ginawa ni Jerix right after getting getting multiple kills, or even if his teammates is getting eliminated from the round, he makes sure that he will be able to do a trade-off.
Nako, tingnan natin kung si Jerix nga ba talaga. Pero walang duda, nag-agree ang mga between at ang araw. Kasi tingnan mo naman, KDA pa lang, 14 kills, 3 assists, 2 beses lang siya bumulagta all throughout. ADR accumulating a total of 217. May headshot siyang isa, at yung damage na nabigay niya sa kalaban will be around 1.5k. Jerex is gonna be the star, the man of this match. Kaya walang duda. Kita mo naman sa mga rounds, consecutively siya yung man of the match.
Tama. And also, let's not forget the utilities na ginamit niya for all throughout the game. On point. So now, let's proceed on to our next match. Yes, it is Gambit, or SideQuest Gambit versus Vanguard Familia. One of the most interesting matches that we will experience today, since both teams are actually really good. So, ako expecting talaga ako dito sa matchup na to. We might see a 6-6 standing, no? Then both of them under match point. But let's see. Ako, who's your bet between these two teams?
No?
Boss Vince.
Parang gusto kong i-save yan for later, no? Pero this is very, very challenging. As I've said kanina, SideQuest Gambit, kilala ko yung ibang mga players dyan. Nakita ko na paano sila maglaro. Pero, hindi pa sa CrossFire Legends. Ngayon may idea na ako paano sila maglaro. Most likely between Vanguard Familia and SideQuest Gambit, no? This matchup, kailangan to ng Gambit. I must say, kailangan talaga nila manalo dito. Pero facing a team like Vanguard Familia, who's currently dominating kasabay ng SINAG dito sa ating group stage, I must say, Vanguard Familia may be getting this one in the book.
But let's not forget na Gambit needs the win. Like what you mentioned earlier, di ba? Kailangan nila manalo because currently their standing is at 0-2 sa ating series. And if win this, they just need to get another win for tomorrow's for them to be able to secure their slot for the national finals that will be held next week. So, grabe, malupit na, matinding pressure ang nakalagay sa likod nila dito para lang makaproceed sila sa national finals next week. So, I'm rooting for Gambit here because napanood ko rin naman yung gameplay nila yesterday and they had a close match. It's just that there are some instances na hindi talaga pumapabor sa kanila kahapon eh. So ngayon maybe and hopefully pumabor sa kanila. And they just need to make sure na hindi sila madadown every single time they lose a certain round, di ba?
Actually, agree ako eh. Kasi ito yung kagandahan sa group stage eh. Oo, let's say na you may be dominating sa ibang mga teams na nakatapat mo sa round robin. Pero having this kind of round robin fashion, no, baka ang mangyari is, baka mamaya, ito pala yung kryptonite ng team. Baka mamaya, SideQuest Gambit pala, no, oo, medyo nag-slump sila on the previous 2 days. But, since naaral lang nga nila, nakita na nila yung pattern, they have an information already on how Vanguard Familia play out, bakit hindi pa natin galingan? O, di ba? May idea na tayo. Ganito pala sila maglaro, kontrahin natin, gulatin natin. Para saan pa? At tinawag kaming invited teams. Vanguard Familia, actually, I believe the players are already experienced kasi kung gusto mo talaga ng training grounds, ayan, mga batak sa Chinese server yan, mga yan.
Yeah, totoo yan. Sobrang gaganda rin ng tutok. Especially they're using mobile phones, di ba? So talagang praktisado both teams. And also, let's not forget that we are live, all right, from 3 different platforms. Facebook, TikTok, and also YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe, follow, hit that bell icon, and also just make sure that you will get this QR. Yan, screenshot nyo na, picturean nyo na, isa nyo sa mga tropa nyo, and get a chance to win 1 million pesos. And then for you to be able to join on December 20 at Wanayala Concourse, 2nd floor, Makati, Philippines.
Yan, kung tinuro niya yung QR, tinuturo ko naman yung coin. Kasi gusto ko nang kunin yan eh. Makatik yan eh. Kapag ganyan, 1 million tapos coins, wag mo lang ilalaglag sa kanal yan. Mahirap yan. Pero speaking of which, di ba? Isipin mo, you have 1 million pero ang ginawa talaga ng currency ngayon, ginawang barya. O, di ba?
Alright, so eto na. Exciting match. Gambit or SideQuest Gambit versus Vanguard Familia. Alright, so game number 2. Starting off, take it away, Boss Vince.
Who needs break kung pwede naman tayong tuloy-tuloy? O, di ba? Huwag na natin bitinin pa dahil match number 2 for this round robin group stage. Global risk ngayon na SideQuest Gambit. Tingnan natin kung makapag-SideQuest ba or patungo na ba sa main quest ang panalo dito ng SideQuest Gambit, but they're facing up against a Vanguard Familia again. Maganda ang tutok ni Kenshin. Bumulagta si Taka, one of the aces na meron ng Vanguard, but IGES on the other hand, return towards Kaito at nagsunod-sunod na ang atake ng Vanguard.
Right, napakaganda ng push dito ng Vanguard, but let's not forget, what a trade-off there. Napakaganda naman ng trade-off ni IGES doon. Alam niya mamamatay yung teammate niya, inunahan na agad niya.
No doubt, on that matchup, Kenshin, nakita mo kanina, walang mintis. Yung accuracy niya, tamang-tama lahat ng napabulagta niya. So that means, kakabahan ka kung si Kenshin ang nakasalubong mo.
Totoo. Alright. So medyo chill bigla ang round na to. They're just waiting for their opponents to commit mistakes on mid. Alright, and Kenshin did not overcommit. After niya makita yung mga kalaban niya na nagpupush na on mid, he tries to relocate kasi sayang naman yung sniper positioning. And Kenshin missing that shot. Okay. Mahirap din talaga dito sa sa map na to, no? There's a lot of angles to take care of. And if ever you missed one part of this map, sure makakapush yung opponent nyo or the blacklist or attackers on each site. Nakikita mo naman, di ba? Both sides or both sites merong nakaabang waiting for the SideQuest Gambit to commit a huge mistake here. So, okay. Vanguard Familia rotating. And we're seeing the bomb at B sites. And there's only one defender on B site, which is McCrory. Will he be able to make sure to handle this right? There are 3 players from Vanguard Familia pushing it onto B. McCrory, he might be in big trouble. We have 25 seconds left on the clock. Whole team from SideQuest Gambit rotating onto B side. There you go. McCrory goes down. Limit tries to pull it off and gets the kill here onto Taka. Now it's a 4v3 situation. Kaito in deep trouble as well. Low HP in a dream here. And at least napasok na ng Vanguard Familia yung site. And they were able to plant the bomb here. And nahihirapan mag-push in ang SideQuest Gambit dito. One kill from Brentu. KDG, Intervs, IJS, Intervs again for another kill. Ang ganda ng pag-defend ng Vanguard Familia after planting that bomb on the B site.
Min, walang duda ha. Talagang nakita mo kung paano maglaro ang Vanguard. Hindi sila nagmamadali. Parang hinihintay nila na okay, kumonti yung oras. Ang mangyayari, nakaka-pressure kasi kailangan nilang gumawa. Speaking of gumawa, si Kenshin nandito. Natutok, gawa agad. Intervs and Akuma down. And that's gonna be it's gonna be a 4v3 because Kenshin, ayan, kanina ka pa di ba? Bumulagta ka muna. Wala nang tututok, but Taka. Actually, this is the round kung saan medyo buhay siya ngayon, ha? Hindi siya nauuna
Totoo. Nainis na si Taka Oy, ginagalingan mo masyado, Kenshin. Teka lang, kailangan namin bumawi this round. So now, like what you said, lamang dito ang Gambit. Since there are 4 players alive, now IJS trying to make some space here. Oh, utility! Napakagandang utility doon. Pero hindi niya na-translate to kill from Brento. 5 HP na Dream. There you go. Grabe. Nagpanic doon si Brento. Nakita mo after the utility flash, napilitan siyang mag-push.
This is why you don't anger Taka. Ako Kaya Taka, siya yung pinaka-pinipick off. Sabi ko nga, ito yung round kung saan buhay na buhay siya. Kita mo naman ginawa. Tinanggal yung 4. I wonder how will Taka do this round.
Alright. Okay. Makori, Kaito. Oh, they're chilling out sa A site. Uy, mag-isa lang yung tao sa B site So medyo delikado yung ginagawa dito ang SideQuest Gambit pag nakapasok sila Taka and also Intervs. Oh, pero nag-commit ang Vanguard Familia dito. Intervs goes down. IJS, 1 HP in a dream for Taka as well. Taka, will he be able to do it? No! 2 HP in a dream. IJS with just a few HP left. 35 and a 1v1 situation against McCrory. Hindi pa napaplant yung bomb.
Naku, sa likod.
Naku po!
Kala ko maisahan, pero nagkasalisihan sila. Walang gustong mag-commit sa tunnel. Ayaw nilang magkakitaan. Ito yata yung Crossfire version ng Kimi no Nawai. Ayun, nakita na!
Oh no, ito na! Wow! IJS! Right moment, right time. Grabe. Gusto ko yung nangyari doon. Parang konti na lang magkakatitigan na sila
Sabi ko nga parang Crossfire Legends version ng Kimi no Nawai. Ayaw magkita Nagkita na lang parang nandun na sila sa guhit Di ba? Pero,
tama.
Let's focus on this matchup. Vanguard Familia, flawlessly, 4 rounds. They are dominating. Mukhang snowball ito para sa kanila. But we can see right now, both A and B sides, gardyado ng ating SideQuest Gambit. Ika nga, kung gusto nyo talaga na manalo up against Vanguard Familia, well, kailangan mo pa mag-Gambit kasi you have to make a name for yourself here.
That's true. And gusto ko yung ginagawa ng Vanguard Familia dito Even though that they're on a huge lead, hindi sila nagmamadali. Hindi nila minamalit yung kalaban nila dito and they're just waiting for the right moment at the right time when to push and also when to get more multiple kills. Now we're seeing more action here from Brento. Taka low on HP. They were able to plant the bomb. We have 26 seconds on the clock of the bomb. And nahihirapan mag-push dito yung sila Brento. But, whoa! Nice push from Brento. He was able to get the kill here onto Taka. KDG goes down by the hands of Kaito. Now it's a 1v2 situation. Intervs. Pinaglalaruan na lang niya yung oras. 7 seconds on the clock. Will it be enough?
Makabot naman. Ayun, abot.
1 second left. Tingnan mo, 1 second left lang ang kailangan dun ni Taka. Pero it wasn't enough. And SideQuest Gambit was able to get the win for that round. Now it's 4-1. Still on the lead for Vanguard Familia. Or in favor
My
of Vanguard
goodness.
Familia.
Ano Kung sa real life yun, medyo papawisan ako dun eh. Actually, tama. He just needs 1 more second para lang ma-delay. Para nga lang naman, even though na ma-eliminate siya, nakasabugan. Diba? Round win pa rin yun for them. But Aguma here, pinaputukan si Kenjin, and that's 1 down. That's gonna be your first elimination on this round. Vanguard Familia, mukhang nagsusunog sila doon sa may corner at mukhang pinasok na nga nila yung A site, yung motorcade na nandito nandito, nako, nagkakitaan na. KDG, babuhay niyan, naitanim na rin ng bomba. That's gonna be a pressuring 40 more seconds for them. Ibabato mo ba yung goldfish? But that's not gonna happen anymore. We can see a 4v3 situation though. Global risk, SideQuest Gambit, you have to risk it all. Manpower down, 2v4 situation. Akuma running low, Kaito nakatayo pa rin. It's gonna be 2 versus 3. And that's how you wanna round. From that 2 versus 3, wala na lahat.
Napakaganda ng leak out ng Vanguard Familia. Once they get inside the site, talagang nagsispread out sila. They make sure that each player will have different type of angle para yung kalaban nila mahirapan to translate a kill once their opponent tries to push in the site. So sobrang ganda. Sobrang ganda ng push dito ng Vanguard Familia. Very experienced sa map and also sa playstyle ng kanya-kanyang teammates. So now, switching sides na, Vanguard Familia will be the defending side which is under global risk. Will Gambit or SideQuest Gambit be able to capitalize being the attacker on this round?
Usually, no? Hinihintay lang to eh. Kapag alam mong hindi ka nag-work sa global risk side, ayun, tulad yan, KDG, knocks down friend 2. Hinihintay mo na mag-switch sides ka eh. And hopefully for SideQuest Gambit, baka dito yung side na pabor sa kanila. So if they have the C4, they have the bomb, pwede nilang utakan ngayon yung Vanguard Familia na they are now defending. Both of the sides na pinasok na nga ni Akuma, si Rory McCrory now down, Kenshin again, getting taka with a headshot. I just in intervs, grabe yung palitan dito ha. It's all up to Kenshin at si Batusay, hindi nakatagal.
Nag-init dito sila ay just sa KDG. Grabe naman. So, it's already match point for Vanguard Familia. More pressure on the back of SideQuest Gambit. Now, they're doing mid, and I just did push in. Taka with that trade-off. Napakaganda ng pagkakapush dito ng Vanguard Familia sa mid. Naramdaman nila that Gambit will try to push in onto mid. A flank translates to a kill onto limit. Even Kaito gets the kill onto Taka. So this might be the time for Kaito to be able to catch up onto his points or score. But kita mo naman yung lead ng Vanguard Familia for this round. Everyone's fresh. KDG, Akuma, and also Intervs. Kenshin, 1 HP na dream. Konting-konti na lang. He might go down. Kaito low, getting low. And nice kill. Tanda mo, fresh yung kalaban niya doon. And now Kaito, 2 HP left. Will he be able to survive? 2v1 situation. Kenshin goes down. Napakaganda rin ng skin. Napansin ko off the game. Napakaganda talaga ng skins ng Crossfire Legends as what I've noticed for the past few days. Kahit ako gaganaan ako maglaro niyan. So, going back to the game, it's a 1v1 situation between Kaito and also Intervs. Intervs on the lead because he has 1 whole fresh HP. But Kaito doesn't have the C4 yet. Kailangan niya kunin yung C4 dito. But Intervs has a better angle. Naku, mukhang magkakasalisihan dito sila dito, bossing Vert. Paano Vince Oh! Kaito! Sa dinami-dami ng pwede mong daanan dun pa. But anyway, congratulations to Vanguard Familia.
Vanguard Familia. Okay. Ito yung tinatawag na the family that plays together. Talagang they stayed together. 2 ups and downs. Pero most likely, they're on top, mga kaibigan. No? Having that said, 3-0 score na din sila just like SINAG. Unbeaten. So most likely, the question would be, what if SINAG and Vanguard Familia finally faced off. But right now, sariwain natin yung highlights. Just like Kenshin getting 2 on his scope, mabilisan bago siya napatumba.
Sobrang ganda. Mapapansin mo rin dito, sobrang ganda ng placement talaga ng Vanguard Familia dito sa map na to. They were able to utilize yung ikutan dito sa map, and they know where to go, going to mid. They know if they need to go to A site right off the bat. And hindi sila nagmamadali. Diba? Like what we saw earlier, 20 seconds on the clock. Kung ako yun, kakabahan na ako kasi hindi ko pa napaplant yung bomba. And then, one of our players is actually low HP. So, ganda. Congratulations to Vanguard Familia. Well-deserved tong win nyo against SideQuest Gambit.
Pinakita pa yung huling moment na si Kaito dumaan eh. Pero anyways, SideQuest Gambit they need to recover. So just like what we've seen kanina on our first series, SINAG 3-0, Vanguard Familia 3-0, yung mga tinalo nila kanina, which is yung Phantom Troupe 0-3 na, and SideQuest Gambit on a 0-3. So mangyayari dito, kailangan nilang mag-hustle. Tomorrow, they have to win those remaining matches para kahit paano magkaroon ng shake-up sa ating scoreboard. But that is all said and done, paring Max, no? Nakita natin dito na 2 of the top teams. We can all say na SINAG and Vanguard Familia had been dominating this entire round robin. Kailan kaya sila magtatapat? And I believe ito magandang panapos actually. Sa last day magtatapat yung dalawang yan. Kailangan nilang isettle yan. Kailangan may matalo dyan.
Kailangan. And also, speaking of a very great match, I'm also excited for the next match as well. So, which is Kadiliman versus Corvus. So, both teams, as far as I remember, both teams are 1-1 when it comes to their standing. So, delikado. Kung sino matalo dito, medyo dehado, pwedeng panghabulin ng SideQuest Gambit, 'di ba? At saka ng Phantom Troupe. So, let's see kung anong mangyayari sa last game na we have. But let's not forget, pre-register now, guys, for those who are watching sa TikTok, sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Pre-register now. Don't miss out the fun. This is one of the best FPS games that you will ever play on mobile. And one of the most action-packed. Sabi ko sa'yo, nagulat na lang din ako. After 10 minutes, tapos na yung war. Dahil sa bakbakan na nangyayari, di ba? So, download nyo na, pre-register, download. Ito na yung QR. And if ever gusto nyo mag-aya ng friends, screenshot nyo lang. Or follow. Follow nyo yung socials ng CrossFire Legends PH para updated din kayo sa mga esports events.
Actually, no, gusto ko lang i-point out, no, habang wala pa yung third matchup natin, no. Una, parang feeling ko sa sobrang intense at sa sobrang balagbaga ng mga matchup natin, no, hindi natin kailangan ng break. Legit. We don't need a break. Talagang we have to sit here
Diretso
and
kanina,
finish. No? Wala na. Tuloy-tuloy na to. All 3 matches. Diba? Mag-init na tayo. Buong ready na rin yata yung mga players natin. Pero, ano pa lang yan, assumption pa lang yun. Pero why not, diba? Ituloy na natin to. But, may mga nagsasabi talaga na, of course, itong overall results natin talaga would somehow dictate yung performance ng both of these teams, just like Vanguard Familia, no. IJess actually popping off with 11 eliminations, no. 11 kills right off the bat. So mangyari dito, IJess palong-palo siya all 3 out, pero most likely, no, itong stats niya ngayon dito sa game na to, mukhang leaning towards the MVP candidate to eh.
True. IJess, or possible, pwede rin naman na ang MVP si Akuma kasi sobrang ganda ng mga assist niya per game. But let's see. Tingnan natin. Ako, bet ko si Akuma. Ikaw, bet mo si IJess when it comes to being the MVP kasi kita ko yung trade-off eh. Ang ganda ng pagka-trade-off most of the time ni Akuma. And also, whenever he tries to translate a kill, he makes sure, kita naman natin na he makes sure that he lets his team know. So now let's see who the MVP for that match. IJess talo.
IJess matic yan. O hindi ako While IGES is the MVP, he's the man of the match, no? Having those stats, having those 133 ADR, may headshot din siyang isa, and of course, nasa 1k naman yung damage niya, no? Well, Akuma also played the part. I agree. And siguro off-topic muna tayo, no? Konting off-topic lang. Nanonood ka rin ba ng wrestling?
Oo naman.
Yan, matik yan. No? Yung si Akuma, di ba? Kailangan mo i-acknowledge yun if you're familiar with the reference.
Tama.
I-acknowledge yun, di ba? Yung girl nga daw, madami nagreklamo, malnourished eh.
Grabe.
Pero ano yun? Lumiit daw yung muscle eh, pero kaya mag-crossroads nun. Yun yung sabi.
Kaya yan. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break, if I'm not mistaken, right?
May break pa?
Yeah, we're gonna have a 10-minute break bago ang ating final match. So get ready, stay tuned, and download Crossfire Legends. And me, Maximus, and also Boss Vince will be back after a few.
Sabi ko, bakit pa nag-break? Pero ito, tapos na paghihintay. Welcome back to the CrossFire Legends Championship PH Qualifiers. Oras na para sa ating main event of this evening, no? Save the best for last, ika nga. We are talking about the last two teams na hindi pa nagtatapat for this evening, no? It's gonna be Kadiliman and Umbral Corvus. Kami pa rin makasama nyo, si Mr. Maximus and si Mr. Vince G. Welcome, welcome. Kamusta?
Ayos lang and still shocked, 'di ba? Sobrang bilis and sobrang ganda ng sobrang action-packed ng ating matches today. And speaking of Kadiliman and also Corvus, ready na kami sa isang epic match kasi nga both of them are still hanging, 'di ba? Both of them has 1-1 standing, and if one of these teams loses, they will need to do their best for tomorrow's match.
Naku. Speaking of tomorrow's matches, last 2 days na. Talagang super weekend na to, ika nga. Kailangan mo talagang humataw if ever na you're behind. Pero one of the things that we are sure right now, magtatapat yung mga teams na medyo may sugat na sa record, no? Kadiliman, actually, nakita natin na humataw sila sa game number 1. But Corvus as well, similarly, they have a 1-1 score. Bakit pa natin kailangan tayo pa? Mr. Max, simulan na natin to.
Alright. Oh, grabe. First blood agad from JZ to Zip Zap. I like the name, Zip Zap. Alright, JZ starting it off. JZ, 1 HP in a dream, goes down by the hands of Escoba. Major will have a trade-off onto Escoba. So now it's a 4v3 situation in favor of Kadiliman. And now Major trying to create some space and also, oh, there you go, more information for them. Oh, napakaganda naman ang push dito ni Bash. Double kill with that sniper and Movik pushing it onto Floki. And Stewie will be the final kill on this match. Corvus doing a huge upset for that round number 1. But like what I said earlier, diba, Boss Vince, round one doesn't decide the whole series, diba?
Actually, hindi ko na point out, no? Sobrang bilis na pangyayari. Kumbaga parang after ng break, balagbaga na. Pero I wanted to point out na itong dalawang teams na to, Umbral, Corvus, and Kadiliman, 1-1 ang score nila. May isang panalo, may isang talo. Pero Floki and Krabi nagkapalitan. Wobik with the payback. Mabilis ang sagot. So, to continue what I was saying dito, this match, pwedeng maging dikit to. So kung rally, after rally yung puntos, kung Corvus ang nakauna, sabi mo, it doesn't dictate, yes. Kadiliman, pwede silang makabawi. Palitan, ika nga. This is what I'm looking after.
Totoo. And now we are seeing multiple utilities being expended. Zip Zap onto Whoopsie. Wovik onto Zip Zap as a trade-off. So ngayon, medyo nahihirapan dito ang Kadiliman because Vash was able to create a huge lead on the mid side. So hindi sila makapili if they're gonna go B site or A site. But then, it's a 3v2 situation. Di pwedeng maghiwalay dito si Wovik at si JZ dahil mas madaling makaka-pick off and also makaka-trade off ang Corvus. So now they have to take it a little bit slow with 38 seconds on the clock. They have to make sure that once they push in onto Stewie, walang madadown sa kanila, both of them. So, checking the angles. Clear. Konting pader lang ang pagitan. They have to be careful onto Stewie. And there you go! What a waiting game there for Stewie. And now JZ, 12 HP left. Napakalaking tulong na yun sa teammates nila. And Vash! Nakita ang likod.
I was about to say, no? Sa sobrang nipis na nga lang, or sa sobrang kapal na nga lang tinataguan niya, no? Nakita pa, nataplisan pa yung likod. So, he could have planted that. Pero the question is, can he pick off yung mga dalawang natira? So, magiging challenging to para sa kanya. He has 40 seconds to do that, but unfortunately, naunahan siya. Hindi na siya nakapindot ng C4. But, nagulat ako doon sa kanina, di ba? Dalawang members ng Kadiliman trying to get out of the smoke, di ba? Nag-ala superstar di ba? You think you know me? Nagulat tayo, dalawa pala
Kaya nga eh. Sobrang ganda ng trade-off dito ng Corvus. Even though that they know Kadiliman is actually a pretty, experienced team and also players, they just make sure na every single time na may mada-down sa team nila, they will trade it off. Hindi pwedeng walang kapalit. Diba? So now we're seeing still 5v5 fresh, but Corvus on the lead when it comes to the points. 1 minute on the clock here. And nice utility there. Tumama kay Stewie going 5 HP left. Delikado dito si Stewie ha. 1 bullet and there you go. Whoopsie finishes off Stewie. And now it's a 4v2 situation and Floki goes down by the hands of Whoopsie. Whoopsie on fire. This is his actually redemption arc or redemption round. Bomb has been planted. Even though he went down, Wovic will seal the deal for round number 3. Ito na yun. Nag-iinit na si Whoopsie.
Ako gusto ko lang magkomento. Whoopie, nung in-interview ka namin or nung nakausap ka namin no isang araw bago tong tournament na to, no? Sabi mo hindi ka nagagamit ng sniper. Well, walang duda, hindi ka nagagamit ng sniper ngayon. Nag-aalaiki ka. Pero hanggang dito ba naman, di ba? Nung unang araw, grabe yung mga tutok niya. Nakaabang. Men, bumulag tayong kalaban but still, Whoopie, he decided to do things on his own. Sabi niya, I can do rifle as well. Walang duda, di ba? Kala nyo sniper lang alam ko. Eh, dito, rat-rata na.
Kaya nga nag-init si Whoop. Ang ganda ng push doon ni Whoopsie yung paghagis na yung utility grenade. Grabe yung damage output na nabigay niya kay Stewie. Si Stewie napa-back off eh. Diba? So, ang ganda ng push doon ni Whoopsie for that round. Definitely the MVP for round number 3. But now, let's proceed on to round number 4. We still have 5 players for both teams. Whoopsie with 50 HP left. Or 50% HP left. 1 minute on the clock. And, tinamaan ng Molly si Pabi. Pero na-counter naman nila. Napakaganda naman ang pagka-kill doon kay Zip Zap. And now, Kadiliman will be able to clear the site, getting triple for their team. 2 players left here, Floki and also Stewie. There you go. Bomb has been planted or C4 has already been planted. Mahihirapan dito sila Stewie mag-push dahil ang ganda ng leak out ng Kadiliman. And there you go! After leak out, they actually made sure na may trade-off kada kill. Napakaganda na itong match na to, no? Boss Vince. Kasi both teams are doing really well. Both teams has their pressures on their back dahil sa kanilang current standing. So, until now, hindi natin mapredict sino mananalo.
Sabi ko nga dito, maganda ang serie na to dahil palitan kung palitan na yan. Oo, behind ang Kadiliman ng 2 round, pero eto na, it's time to shine. Pero for Umbral Corvus, mukhang threat na to para sa kanila because ayaw nila na maglabangan pa kung may showdown si Whoopie, napabulagta si Floki, nakitim na yung bomb. Anong gagawin dito ng kapila? Can they defuse it? Nagsama mga members ng Kadiliman, walang magde-defuse yan. Ubusin muna namin kayo.
Okay, momentum is on Kadiliman now. Grabe, no? Nanggigil na sila eh. Sabay-sabay na sila mag-push right after getting that C4 planted onto the site. So, really exciting matchup here. So, we're seeing Whoopsie pushing on the mid. Is trying to create some space for his teammates. Makikita mo naman sa map, diba? Spread out sila and Majo gets the kill. The first blood for round number 5. Or number 6 rather. Oh, another kill here for Majo. Getting the kill onto Stewie. Ang ganda ng pagkaka-rotate dito ni Majo. Even though that Whoopsie tries to clear out mid, it tried to flank out for his teammate para makakuha sila ng kills. Even though Whoopsie went down for this round. Alright, we're seeing Escoba, last player alive here for round number 6. Medyo intense and medyo mabigat tong round na to para kay Escoba. And there you go, Escoba goes down. Kadiliman on the lead with 4-2. Nandiyan pa ba, Boss Vince? Parang na-stun ka ata sa mga pangyayari.
Man, I was even watching what's gonna unfold in that kind of round. Kasi nandun eh, ramdam mo na yung pressure eh. You're the only guy remaining. Ikaw na lang yung natitira. You have to do everything. Para nga lang naman makabawi. But unfortunately for him, wala. Talagang kailangan mo sumabay. At ayun, sumabay na. Majo, nakadalawa. May grenade kill pa nga kay Bash. At mukhang ito na ang Kadiliman. Sila ngayon ang takapagtanggol. Ayaw nilang hayaan ang Umbral Corvus ay makatanim ng mga si Escoba. Nag-alazus, binawian niya ang kanyang mga kalaban. Pero grabe, si Zipzap nasusunog na. Naka-Escoba na naman ng kamay at mukhang bumalagta na naman siya.
Napakaganda naman ng play doon ng Kadiliman. Now, they're 2 points away from winning this match. But let's not forget, diba? Nakita mo naman paano maglaro ang Corvus for the past few rounds. So let's see if they will be able to catch up, even though that Kadiliman is already capitalizing on this round, Boss Vince.
Patience for them, utilities muna, ang puhunan, pinapasunog lang nila yung mga karton at napilitan mag-react yung mga members dito ng Umbral Corvus. Akala nila may kasunod na follow-up pero wala namang sumunod. Again, another smoke being planted dito, kontrahan, kontrapuelo. Mukhang Kadiliman and Corvus, mukhang inaabangan nila na baka mamaya may surprise na naman sila dito. Ladies and gentlemen, what are they going to do at this rate? How can they fare out? Because player magkasunod pa. It's Floki and Simpson and Stewie. Wobbing ang makakakuha.
Grabe yung trade-off doon. Nanggigil din si Whoopsie doon, ha. So he was able to translate multiple kills on mid. But then Vash with that sniper and the grenade kill. Yun ang inaabangan ko, grenade kill.
Grabe yung ano, no? Grabe yung bombahan dito. Grabe yung balagbagan. But the information or the reality na kailangan talagang habulin ng Corvus dito is that Kadiliman, if they win this round, it's gonna be them winning a 7-2 score. Corvus, they have to make sure na mag-play out sila with the bomb. But the question would be how or who will pick up that bomb? Kasi wala, bumulag tayo may hawak. No, it's Escoba pala ang may hawak ng bomba. Okay, buhay pa naman.
Ayun, pero tinan mo naman nangyari, di ba? Floki and Stewie already went down pretty early from that round. So sobrang aggressive ng Kadiliman for this round. But still, 3v3 situation, Molly has already expended here by Kadiliman just to make sure that they will be able to clear a certain part of the map from mid. And checking out the map or the mini-map, kitang-kita mo naman na napakaganda ng placement ng Kadiliman. They always make sure na pag nag-check ng corner tong nagpo-push ng mid, which is si Zipzap, may kapalit agad.
Uy, patience ha. Nakaabang dito yung mga members ng Kadiliman ha. Hinihintay nila na kapag si Zipzap ay pumasok at dumaan siya dito. Pero si Zipzap ha, nakatutok. So most likely if ever na may mag-sneak in sa harapan niya, eh mukhang magugulat siya. Pero ayun, Zipzap na pasilip! At nakita siya ni Whoopi. Again with the spray. Nako, ayoko nang gumamit ng sniper, man. Si Zipzap ang kinausap niya.
True. And now we have 2 players left for Corvus. Escoba and also Vash are still fresh. Gusto ko yung skin ng grenade na to. Ang cute eh. Alright, and going back onto the match. Escoba was able to clear out the site, but unfortunately, wala sa kanya yung bomba. And there you go, Whoopsie. With that will be that round MVP, and Kadiliman seals the deal, winning game number 3 for today. Congratulations sa Kadiliman. Kita mo naman, di ba? Sobrang close tong match, pero ending after round number 5, nag-init yung Kadiliman. Di na nila binigyan ng opportunity yung kanilang kalaban, and they went full aggressive. Makikita mo dito sa highlights, Boss Vince.
Ibang klase yung palitan eh, no? Maganda yung start actually. Umbral Corvus dictating the first 2 rounds, no? Pero naging threat nga ito for the Kadiliman side. Sabi nila, hindi eh. Bakit pa tayo tatawaging invited teams, no? Kailangan natin i-up yung firepower natin, and with that, they snowballed their way through, winning 7 straight rounds in order for them to upset, no? May pumalag actually. Hands up, pumalag ang Umbral Corvus, pero again, Kadiliman, they did somehow dictate the pace at mukhang sa 1-1 series na to, lamang ngayon ang Kadiliman.
Tama. So, all they just need to do is win another match for tomorrow for them to secure their slot for the national finals that will be held next week on December 21 sa Juan Ayala, Makati. So, they, again, congratulations to Team Kadiliman they were able to, at least get a more advantage for this tournament. So again, don't forget to pre-register, guys. Malapit na ang full release. It will be on December 16. Maraming action-packed event, maraming action-packed gifts as well for those players who will play. So feel free to download. For sure, marami ding in-game events na makukuha, in-game items na makukuha nyo for in-game events. So download now, pre-register. And also, don't forget to follow the social medias for Crossfire Legends on Facebook, Twitter, and also, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, rather.
Malay mo, di ba? Magkaroon din tayo ng official X page, di ba? But still,
diba?
This is for everyone na gustong makitry at makilahok dito sa ating Crossfire Legends, no? As Mr. Max said, no? Kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-pre-register, no? Gawin nyo na. Kasi na-miss out nyo na to eh. Naalala nyo ba noong nagkaroon ng qualifiers, no? Nung closed qualifiers, di ba? Everyone na nag-register, may team man o wala, mabibigyan ng early access. Kaya natataka yung iba eh, di ba? Ganon kalupit ang Crossfire Legends. Sa Tuesday pa lang i-release, pero may bigating tournament na. And next week is gonna be the PH Qualifiers Finals. Kasi yung top 4 na yan, magbabalagbagan na for sure. And then, pagdating ng 2026, no, ito na, the biggest tournament in the global release, di ba? Southeast Asia, a championship na kagad. We're talking about big names, big orgs, top 2 teams, even Vietnam, na matagal na rin naglalaro ng Crossfire Legends, no? Ito na, sukatan ng lakas at galing sa Southeast Asia. I'm very, very looking forward to this.
Totoo. Don't miss out the opportunity, guys. Especially, it's also a fresh start on mobile as well. So, very accessible sa lahat ng players. So, download now. And also, pre-register now for you to be able to download on December 16. Ako, naka-pre-register na ako. Ikaw, Boss Vince, naka-pre-register ka na ba? Ayun, di ba? Siyempre, hindi natin papalagpasin to, di ba?
Inaabangan ko na nga yung release eh. Pero habang inaabangan nila yung release sa Tuesday, di ba? So magkakaroon din tayo, of course, yung roadmap aside from the esports side. Meron din tayo malupitang show match from different regions as well. We have, sila Von sa Pilipinas, nandyan na rin yan sa December 16, may show match. Tapos, different KOLs from different regions. And yung pinaka-busiest week natin, I believe, be next week. Dahil nandito tayo sa Ayala the entire weekend. But before we break down that, i-break natin itong match result na nakita natin ngayon.
And so, as you can see, JZ, Pabi, Whoops, Vovik, and also Majo was able to translate multiple kills for their team. Pero Majo is on the lead with 16-4. And as for the team Corvus, Umbral Corvus, they have 3-5-1-5-7 for Zip Zap, Escova, Floki, and also Stewie and Vash, with Vash on the lead with 7 kills. So most probably, not really probably, it is Majo who will be the MVP in my bet because of that 16 kills for the team. But let's not forget the multiple round MVPs, si Whoops, because of that multiple kills, nakaka-translate sila ng win for each rounds. So still kudos for Whoops, Majo, Wovik, Pabi, and also JZ.
Grabe yung translation din ni Whoops, walang duda, no? Even though he has the highest deaths for the entire team, siya lahat yung most likely na nauuna. But translation-wise, Whoopie getting those kills, assisting Majo or the other players as well, malaking contribution to for Whoopie para sa Kadiliman team, no? Majo, palong-palo, walang duda, na-mention mo na he's raking up on kills without a doubt. So, it's either him or Whoopie, Majo or Whoopie ang maglalaban dito. Pero mukhang ito na yung sagot. It's gonna be Majo talaga uncontestably with the 16-4-3 KDA having 5. Ito yun eh. Kung kanina yung mga MVP natin, puro tig-isa yung ambag. Ito 5.
Grabe. Galit na galit si Majo. With the help of his teammates, he was able to get 1,339 damage dealt for the team. So we're gonna check out the overall leaderboard after day number 3. SINAG will be the top 1 team, as well as Vanguard Familia with 3-0 for 3 points for their team. Kadiliman catches up at the number 3 spot with 2-1. What about the rest? Boss Vince.
Ito, medyo mainit to ha. Umbral Corvus, of course, fresh from their loss, they end up in 4th place. Tapos, yung Phantom Troupe and SideQuest Gambit natin dito, they suffered 3 losses on up until this day. So, etong dalawang teams na to na nasa rank 5 at rank 6, Phantom Troupe and SideQuest Gambit, magmamatter nasa kanila yung remaining days because they have to get that win in order for them to qualify in the top 4 dun sa next week natin, no? Pero speaking of matches, tomorrow Vanguard Familia is gonna be facing Umbral, Corvus, SINAG and Kadiliman, SideQuest Gambit and Phantom Troupe, no? So, eto na yon. Wala nang lose streak sa dalawang to sa main event tomorrow.
And also, kung sino mananalo sa SideQuest Gambit and also Phantom Troupe might be able to get a chance to get that top 4 slot depending on what will be the situation or what will be the outcome between Vanguard Familia and also Corvus. And let's not forget na mainit din ang bakbakan for round robin number 11 or game number 2 for tomorrow. SINAG versus Kadiliman. So one of the most anticipated matches as well for this round robin.
Nako. Gusto ko makitang i-hype niyo yan bukas. Kasi tomorrow, it's gonna be you It's gonna be you, tapos si Kuko TV na naman ulit ang magkakasama for tomorrow, no? Kuko TV, na nasa Thailand, ayan, kung nasan ka man ngayon, sana masaya ka, di ba? No? Ano yun nagbabakasyon yun, di ba? Nagtatrabaho pa rin, pero
tama,
ayan,
masipag
speaking
talaga.
of shoutout, ayan, i-shoutout natin ang Meet2 Gaming webcam ng Obsbot. Kapag ka gusto mo na panalo ang kuha ng sarili mo, kahit sa casting, sa streaming, kahit sa trabaho, ito na, i-stream nyo ang inyong kwento, i-capture ang inyong panalo, Obspot, baka naman.
Yan, totoo. And also, let's not forget, aside from Ozbot, let's huge thanks as well for Oppo. Like what I said earlier, napag-usapan natin kanina, di ba? Most probably, yung mga 3-0 ngayon, naka-Oppo. Ayan, kinukuha. Huwag mo kunin. Huwag muna. Kukunin natin yan
baka mawala,
next weekend.
Display pala to, sorry. Pag nakuha ko, wala na yan.
Oo, mawala bukas yan. Sa weekend, next week, kunin na natin agad yung Oppo. Available na Oppo A6 Pro Series. Ito, OA sa lakas, like 3-0 sa ating mga continuous competitors. Ang galing, tibay, at bilis. So, don't forget to check out Oppo. Ako, personally, I use Oppo for gaming. So, solid siya, solid.
Mas solid to. Eto, speaking of solid, eto na ang pagkakataon nyo na manalo ng 1 milyong piso para makakuha ng tsansa yung nasa QR site yung nasa QR sa side ni Mr. Max, no. I-scan nyo na yan kasi para makakita tayo or magkita-kita tayo this Saturday na. Opo, next Saturday sa One Ayala, no. One-way commute. Gitna na po yan ang lahat kasi pwede kang mag-MRT, mag-carousel papunta. Kung meron ka namang pang motor o kaya pang sasakyan, pumunta na kayo dito. Kung walking distance lang yan. If you're living from Makati, come and have to join the fun. Have to join the fun, no? Talagang masaya yun.
Totoo. Masaya yan. And speaking of fun, we have more action for tomorrow. Funny, which is, bitin ako. Gusto ko pa na action ngayon. Pero again, we would like to thank everyone who actually watched today. Again, this is Maximus. We also have our handsome partner, which is... Oh, huwag ka nang humble. Handsome naman talaga.
Hindi. I'm not gonna react to that as well. Hanggang closing, hindi pa rin, no? Hindi ko pa rin talaga paparindigan. But yeah, thank you so much, pa. It's very, very much flattering, no? Again, it's a pleasure casting with you. Tomorrow, it's gonna be Mr. Max and Mr. Kuko TV sharing the desk. Ako, babalik pa ako sa day number 5 with Dax, but I think it's time to wrap up.
All right, so again, thank you everyone. Don't forget to follow Crossfire Legends on Facebook, TikTok, and also YouTube, so you'll be updated for in-game events, local events as well. So feel free to follow on all these platforms. Kompleto to. Guys, marami pang events for Crossfire Legends just for you. Just follow the official social medias. And how about you, Boss Vince? Any shoutouts for anyone here today?
Sa lahat ng nanonood on all platforms, ayan, nakatambay ako sa comment section. No? Marami nagpapa-shoutout dyan. From TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, no? All across those platforms, no? Yung iba excited na nga daw sa December 20. no? Tapos meron pa yung iba sinusuportahan yung mga favorite teams nila. I've seen supporters from SINAG, Vanguard, Familia, of course Kadiliman has their own supporters. Phantom Troupe, ayan, nakikigulo din sa comment section, 'di ba? Gusto natin malaman kung sino nga ba yung pulso ng masa. Hopefully tomorrow, no, Phantom Troupe and SideQuest Gambit, lumabas na yung mga suporta. Baka kasi yun lang yung kulang. Kayo lang inihintay nila. Gusto nila maramdaman na parang, oy, kailangan namin ng suporta para ipakita namin na para sa inyo itong laban na to. Yun na lang. So tomorrow is going to be another action-packed evening, di ba? I must say. So most likely, hopefully, yung mga fans nandun na rin sa comment section. Yun lang ang para sa akin.
And so again, thank you as well for those who joined. Again, this is Max. And I'm with Boss Vince. Thank you so much for watching. And we will see you tomorrow for more Day 4 of the Round Robin for Crossfire Legends. We'll see you.